welcome to the Inner Harbor Cast. My name is Skip Clark. It is the holiday season and taking that step forward into the community and talking to a lot of our community leaders. And today I am so excited to have Major Charles Roberts with an S in the studio here in the podcast studio at Inner Harbor Media. And wow, what a great, I'm so excited to talk to Major here.
Well, let's just start it out right, okay? Let's get the sound effects. Okay, this is the season of giving. You know what to do with the bell. We need you to do it with the bell, baby. So help us to ring it and bring it this season.
I love that. And we should have brought a little kettle.
Yeah,
and put it in
you know.
and we could have done the online donation type of thing.
Yeah, I could have had the little tip tap thing here too.
We got to talk about that down the road.
We do.
Major, it's a pleasure seeing you this morning. Thank you for making the trip in and coming to talk to us about what's going on. This is a very important time of the year. I know the Salvation Army is active all year round, but even maybe a little bit more so during the holiday season. I see the red kettles that are out there, and why don't we talk about that a little bit?
Sure.
The red kettles, how many are there in this
there's
area?
24, 25 locations out and around.
Okay.
Usually at your supermarkets and some of the larger stores like Walmart's, and we're at a Hobby Lobby and a few other places. Runnings has been a great friend of ours for many, many years.
Love that.
And we're just so grateful. Nichols in Liverpool has been fantastic with us. We're just so grateful for all of our friends.
Yeah, and we love Nichols too, their hometowns.
Yeah, we do. I got to go get some meat for the
holiday.
Yeah, for a holiday. Where else do you go? Except
do you have like you're asking for donations, any monetary amount with the kettle?
Yes,
exactly.
Yes,
so
indeed.
When you see a kettle, you need to do this. But tell us about what is the goal? Do you have a goal?
The goal is $150,000,
Okay.
Skip, and that money stays right here at home. This is our big sort of operational support campaign, and it just helps all the boats at Syracuse Area Services stay afloat. All the 34 different programs are helped by these funds.
Talk to us about some of the programs. What you say 33, 34 programs?
Yeah, well, the numbers change because from year to year we get different projects and morph into different mini departments within a department. So the services at Syracuse Area Services range from infant care to senior citizens and back again. So you'll find daycare, early Head Start, pre-K, UPK, and then you'll find range of your basic needs ministries. You think about food assistance, housing assistance, all kinds of case managers managing different facets to help people flourish. Family therapy is available. Violence intervention.
Oh, wow. That's got to be pretty, just the way the world is in the community.
Yeah, let me explain violence intervention. It's not violence prevention. It's violence intervention. So to put it plainly, two guys are having a beef. Somebody gets right in the middle of that argument and de-escalates it.
Oh. So they're like
on the street live. They're a mediator live, real time on the set, getting in the midst of heated conversation
before it goes
it goes awry.
That's
so
awesome.
All of those, we have 2 runaway and homeless youth shelters, Booth and Barnabas House, always in need of clothing, in need of specialized funds to help the kids. Sorry, they're not kids, they're young adults. Sorry, I'm just old.
Me too.
Yeah, I can't help it, but to help those folks that live there to have fun, to get back to school, to get reconnected, right? To stop couch surfing. Let's find you a place that's a little more stable. Let's get you into Buffalo. Let's get you into, let's get you into school. Let's get you into a job. And these kind of on-ramps happen and really accelerate when we get a young person from couch surfing to stay at one of our runaway and youth homeless shelters.
So I would say you never say never with the Salvation Army. You have a dream, you have a passion, and you don't think you can achieve that. The Salvation Army is also there to help you achieve that goal.
That's right. Correct? That's right. In so many ways can you get help through the Salvation Army, and thanks to our community partners as well that support us in this endeavor. There are many ways to join the Salvation Army. Right now, we're hoping that we can get some more volunteer bell ringers out there to do some of this, baby.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
There we go. That's what we need to do.
You can do that at the Destiny USA Mall, my friend.
I like it, and I'm the one.
You're stuttering right now, Skip.
Know,
don't stutter.
I have done it, Major. I've been there.
Have you?
And it's such a warm feeling.
Tell me about it. Whose interview is this? But no, truly, tell me about the feeling you have when you're out there and you're ringing the bell.
You know, I get the goosebumps just talking about it, because you're standing there and you see people just. They're shopping, so they got a little extra cash in their pocket or doing whatever. Nowadays, we can also do it on the app.
Yes, you can. Mistaken. Yes, you can.
But just to see them either go with the app or drop a few coins in the bucket, it's like, thank you. Thank you so much, because, you know, you're helping. Yeah. You're helping somebody in our community. And like I said, it's just a heartwarming feeling. I'm trying to think of the right words to describe
heartwarming. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a very heartwarming, and it's very generous for others to give to the Salvation
Army. It is
Army.
more blessed to give than it is to receive, Skip. It really is. I mean, 100%. Nobody's saying don't give. We're saying please give. Exactly. Right? Don't give till it hurts. Give till it feels great. That's what we ask for people to do. And one of the ways you can do it very easily electronically is you can text the word kettles to 31333.
Okay.
And it opens up to lands to our giving page, and you can pay through PayPal, Venmo, Google Pay, Apple Pay.
Oh my God.
Really make it really easy.
You know, you do make it easy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that cannot get out to some of these locations. So there's an opportunity for you to, jump online and do that. It's Kettles. And text it.
Text Kettles to 31333.
31333. There you go. That's a great way to make a donation.
Real easy.
And you're helping somebody in the community and the Salvation Army.
Let me tell you a story, Skip, about I've been in this for 30 years. Okay. I've been the Salvation Army officer for 30 years. And I've served all over the East Coast, mostly. Yeah. A couple of stints here and there, but time after time, when we're out there ringing this bell, you hear stories. You hear stories of people who may have been helped by the Salvation Army. And in this town, 1 out of 3 people have worked for the Salvation Army. So I hear, I worked at Booth House, or I worked at Barnabas. I was just with our early childhood team this morning, and our good friends from the Early Childhood Alliance stopped by, and they're one of our partner agencies, and they brought like goodies for the staff, for our teammates, right, who are doing the daycare, because it's just nice to be able to go home and put a face mask on that someone gave you, or have a piece of chocolate, or a warm pair of socks, or something. The most beautiful things, lip balm, the things that just make people feel like people don't know what you do. They care how they feel at the end, right? And so they just felt so great doing that. And then what I learned is that one of the women that works for ECA was a kid in our daycare.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. And then we meet people. We have parents who've had their kids in the daycare.
Oh my gosh.
So it really creates a family within a family within a family, right? And all of that helps people to thrive, right? Helps parents to be supported and helped and encouraged, and their kids are getting the social and emotional infrastructure they need to be ready for kindergarten. It's just an absolute joy to that, and that's just one of the stories. That's just one. There are millions of stories in the Salvation Army, and this is just one of them.
Now, you Major Charles Roberts with us this morning, the Salvation Army, but you mentioned 1 in 3 individuals here in Syracuse have at one time.
I'm not sure that's an actual statistic. I mean, I said it like it was true. Well, I mean, it's a pretty good guess. I mean, I meet people all over the place who, I mean, the voice of a nation, George Kirkpatrick.
Oh, I love George.
Worked for the Salvation Army.
Yeah, God bless him.
And I mean, it's amazing. And so we're part of this big, beautiful human services family here, and together serving as Central New York safety net. There's still holes. there's still holes, and that's what these funds are for. These funds here are for the holes.
Exactly. So if you see that red kettle, do what you can do, or go on, use your phone and text
kettles. Text kettles to 31333.
31333.
There you go.
I get it. Let's, it's so important that you do that. All right, let's move on. The Christmas Bureau.
Yes.
Distribution of all those gifts, and from what I understand, this year's like the biggest ever so far.
Registration is a record number of registrants.
Okay,
which is not a record that we're like, wow, the need is so great, right? Record number of registrants. We've had to add a couple of days on to a couple of sites, and then this week coming, we'll have the big distribution days at the On Center. Last year, we would have served somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 kids.
But you have to register ahead of
You have to register ahead. And the most painful thing, in a lot of this human service work, blessed are those who know how to register first. And it's horrible when someone comes and they didn't know. And we can't. And it breaks my heart. Listen, a lot of things break my heart in this town, but I'm going to tell you, a lot of things lift my heart in this town. And one of the things that lifts my heart in this town is that people care. And when people come together to care about a certain thing, it gets done. And it's that spirit that is infectious here. And we know, friends, that everybody's hurting a little bit too, right? For a lot of people out there, it's not the most wonderful time of the year, right? There's tough things. There's tough things, but one of the ways to lift yourself out of that tough thing is to help somebody that's got a little bit tougher than you.
Yeah, my wife has volunteered to work the event for a lot of years, and she comes home and just tells me stories that are just wow. And what I'm reading, and my little notes here, 10,000 people last year, 10,000 individuals came through.
Yeah. Well,
wow.
Kids,
2,000 families, close to 10,000 people.
Wow. Yeah. And we're looking for a record number. We want to serve everybody we can.
And you get a lot of corporations involved doing this.
Tons of United Way is helping steer this ship, and National Grid and NBT, M&T.
Everybody's stepping up.
I can't mention them all because I'll get in trouble for not mentioning one, and so I'm sorry. But there's tons of people.
And
it's amazing. It's incredible. We're so grateful that the registration for volunteers for Christmas Bureau is closed, which tells you, how many people enjoy doing this work. And you can still help though. Don't think you're left out of it because you can't volunteer at the Christmas Bureau. You can give the Toys for Tots.
There you go. We have that too.
Yeah, and Toys for Tots supports the Christmas Bureau as well. So there's the drop-off day happening pretty soon at CNY Central. Last year I froze everything off. Ooh, my goodness. It was terrible.
It was well worth it.
Oh man, it was worth it because watching those trucks run out, all those marine trucks go half tracks running out with all those toys. It's so exciting. And this weekend, we've got the Old Newsboys in town.
Oh, that's right, with papers. Newspapers.
Right, that's right. Yeah. So you can buy one of those special holiday newspapers, and that money also supports the Christmas Bureau.
I love that.
So, look. This is it. This is the moment. This is the time. Giving is everywhere.
I love it. Oh, there you go. I knew that was coming. Let me. I love this, man. I need to give me one of those. Actually, I go out and ring it anyways.
Well, if you come out, I'll bring that for you.
All right, that's the big one.
Yeah,
that's the big one.
We can't use it.
The major Charles Roberts.
Well, it's actually the historical.
Really?
It's actually got a historical thing on it. Yeah, it was. It doesn't have a date, but it's been around a while.
I love it.
So,
oh my gosh!
In the last appointment I was in, we used to have campaigns, and whoever brought in the most money as a group got the Bell Ringer Award.
I love that.
And everybody can have bragging rights.
Hey, can we get back to the actual Christmas Bureau?
Sure, absolutely.
What does each family? What does each household get?
They'll get food. They'll get toys for the children. For the older kids, they'll get a gift card to Walmart to get something, because we don't get a lot of stuff in for teens.
Right.
They get books from United Way. They get activity books, coloring books, chapter books, whatever books they have, you can have there. It's amazing. All my favorite books are there. And there'll be some other things. There'll be teddy bears that will be thrown on the ice during the Teddy
at the Tired Teddy toss, which is coming up.
That's
soon.
coming up. So so all these things will work together to make a great holiday for
and you know, you go all year round with all these different services, but this is the big time of the year. As I started out talking about this, that every penny, so to speak, that you give to the Red Kettle campaign goes to these programs that continue in the spring, this summer, the fall, leading up to the holidays. So this is the big fundraiser time, I would assume. I'm sure you do fundraisers all year round, but still,
this is our most visible time.
This is the most visible time.
Yeah. So we really have a need, you know, and I know everybody does. Every nonprofit, you know, I know you get deluged. Most people, you know, I do too, with all the letters in the mail and all those things. However you choose, however you decide to give, if you give to the Salvation Army or you give to any other nonprofit that you affiliate with or enjoy,
I love it.
Do it because of the heart, man, because that's what we need to get back to. We need to get back to this time where, you know, we just care for each other. You know, we've had a lot of, we've been beat up, you know,
stuff going on.
The zeitgeist has beat us up.
It has.
And
How does somebody get involved? Let's say, you know what, this is, I heard this on the radio. I watched it on the podcast. You know, I want to go ring the bell. What do they do?
Oh, real easy.
Okay.
Registertoring.com.
Registertoring.com.
Just go to registertoring.com, put in your zip code, and it'll show you all of the spots that are open and the times, and you can just sign up. And then
go ahead.
And then you'll get, you know, text message and email to remind you, and, you know, give you some.
Hey, you got to be there at 2:00. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love that, though. That's what we all need nowadays. And does the Salvation Army have volunteers for all your other events as well? Do you, if somebody wanted to volunteer to help the Salvation Army, can they go online and sign up to do that?
Yes, our website is sasyr.org. And at sasyr.org, there's a volunteer button, and you can put in what you'd like to do. There are lots of available volunteer roles. Yeah.
You know, this has to be one of the best podcasts that I've done. I sit here and I talk to somebody like Major Charles Roberts, just you know, a staple in the community. You've been here, what, 4 years?
Yeah. Well, Army's been here 140.
I was going to go there. Okay. 140. You've been here in Syracuse, so to speak, for 4 years. Major Charles Roberts. God bless you, man. I just want to do this.
Do it. Bring it and bring it, y'all.
Yeah, I like, man, that bell fits my hand. I can do that.
You come out this weekend, I'll let you ring it.
Yeah, where are you going to be?
I'll be in the Destiny Mall.
Okay, I'll
probably be by, since the spectacular is happening, I'll be by the Finger Lakes Coffee Roasters.
That too?
Yes. If you come up there Saturday, I'll let you ring that.
I'll be there.
Okay. And anybody else who comes, come all.
All right, go online, Salvation Army.
Registertoring.com.
Yes, exactly.
Or kettles to 31333.
There you go. It's Major Charles Roberts, everybody. Major, thank you so much.
Thank you
today. You know,
so nice to be with you.
So awesome. It's a pleasure seeing you again and being here on the Inner Harbor Cast. So thank you for coming or watching, everybody, and thank you for coming in.
Oh, my pleasure.